Now I'm planning on a shelf up top. So I made this cardboard cutout roughly the shape of what the shelf would be. So for the shelf that's going to go on top, I took a piece of old scrap that I had. It was from an old cabinet. It was long enough, and it's 1/2-inch particle board. But it's I wrapped it on the edge with a single piece of aluminum L channel, and just took one piece, notched the corners on each angle, and glued it now to this piece. So now here is the shelf placed up top. Now this is gonna have to be removable, because if you want to take the grill and the light assembly off, this would have to come off. So I want to hide all the wiring that I'm going to end up putting behind the grill. I want to black it out, so all you see is a black background. So I first started with a piece of cardboard, cut out a section, then transferred that over to a piece of Luan plywood. Nice and thin, it's flexible, it's easy to cut. Okay, so the panel now we got painted both sides. Nice black, so you don't see what's behind the grill. Let's see how it fits. It fit before, it should still fit now. We're mounting to the one mount hole in the front here. Just have a bolt with a lock washer built in. This doesn't really need to be that strong. Just hold this down, and there you have it. So the lights just came in. They are neonum accessory lights. And they look like Christmas lights. The wire is pretty thin, thinner than normal Christmas lights, I guess, because these are all LED. What they look like. So this is a strand of 3 lights, and it has an on-off switch. So there's an on-off switch here. So that's about 1.5 foot from the end. And then 3 lights. We'll put them in the marker blinker light section, and let's test them out. So the original lights that go in here look like this. Now these would get pretty hot, and they needed a pretty good amount of power that a small transformer wouldn't supply. You need a larger transformer. And they would get hot. The wires warmed up when I turned them on when I had thinner wires. So I'm looking for these alternates, these LED lights that are sort of really just holiday ornamental type lights for little displays and craft products. So these go in pretty simple. Now they have these little clips, and if we turn it just right, these clips, at least on one side, the clip will hold pretty tight. This clip is now locked in. This one can move around, but one clip is locked in. I can't get 2 clips right now to lock in. Maybe if I bend this a little bit, but we'll see. Okay, now for the moment of truth. I have the 2 lights hooked up. I took the bulb out of the middle light, so there's 3 lights. Both middle bulb I took out so it doesn't light, and just the marker lights. Let's see how they look. And that looks perfect. Let me turn the lights off. All right, so the one light put in here, took out the bulb for the middle light, unless we want to later just light up the area around here. This one I just zip tied, and now with the bracket here that holds this up onto the mount, we can just wedge this with the clip, just wedge it like that, and it'll hold fine. The other light in its hole, and then the cord will come out the bottom. We'll see how we're going to tie that up. Right now I have the piece that went from here across to here. I have that just painted, had a few scratches on it, so I figured might as well, while we have it off, get that painted up and looking nice. That's drying right now, so we'll add that. But let's put it up on the wall and take a look and just see how it looks. So the panel is up and the lights are in. Right now it's just temporary, the switch hanging out the bottom. We'll probably tuck that under so you don't see the switch and you just reach under to turn it on. The panel is also behind the grill, so you don't see any of the wood and things behind the grill. It just gives a nice black background. So far it looks nice. Let's turn the switch on. And there go the lights. I think it's just the right amount of light. It looks good. I like to do the headlights, but one option would be to drill a hole in the back of the headlights. And I believe you're going to need a special tool to do that so you don't crack the glass. Anybody's got thoughts on that, let me know, because we could do these same lights in the headlights.